there. Hi. Hell yeah. First one here says Greg Camden. Hi, Greg. It's good to see you. Yeah, you made it, bro. Man, you really are one of the most humble humans on the planet. Man, thanks, Greg. I don't know where that even came from, to tell you the truth. I guess I just ran my mouth so much I got tired of hearing it. Honestly, a lot of my counselors told me that I needed to find humility. And when I got serious about trying to fix my life and be the best version of myself, I tried to listen to others, you know. I mean, nobody wants to listen to a braggart anyway, you know. I have my moments. Thanks, Greg. I appreciate you and your kind words. Hello, everybody. It's so good to see you. I'm so glad that this is working. What's up, man? Hoorah, says Brian. I'm doing all right, Brian. I am doing all right, man. Just trying to figure things out. Direction. We all need direction in our life. And that's what I'm looking for. You know, I'm just looking for some direction in my life. Yeah. Welcome back, he says, Todd Grog. Hey, Todd. Work hard. Love the name. Where your mods at, bro? One of them just came in. There's Nerds. Hey, Nerds. Hoorah. My mods are from all over the world, and so they're on different schedules a lot of times. Curtis. Right on, Curtis. Support the dream, right, man? Damon. Hey, Damon. Music, movies, and chill. What up, Sleuth Fairy? Hello from Oklahoma, says Jonah. Hey, Jonah. Shane. Feels like summer down here in Manhattan Beach. Really? I'm on my way then, Shane. I'm on my way, my friend. Midge. How you doing, Midge? Kathy Redwine. Hi, Nerds. Work hard. I'm always here if you need a mod, bro. Appreciate you. Work hard. Patriots in the house. How you doing, Patriot? Let's do it, says Shane. Yeah, right on, brother. Shout out to Wisconsin. Debbie says, hello, Matt from Michigan. Hey, Debbie. Jonah. Hi, Jonah. Glad I finally caught alive. I'm glad you did, too. 355 Highway. How you doing, Highway? Curtis, what up, Curtis? Right on, brother. Tony Hawk. How you doing, Tony? Michael, how you doing? It's easy to hit the like button. Hey, thanks for reminding everybody, friend. Wow, y'all guys are coming in fast. Is going around pretending to be... I'm sorry, I missed that. Thank you, Glenn. Glenn put in $2. Guys bought a comment, says, let me know your patron. I will send $100. Thanks, Glenn. I got to get it set up, brother, and then I'll let you know. All right. I appreciate the support. I don't want to be out here as a bum and stuff. You know, I do really thank y'all guys, though, for supporting what I do here. I look at it a lot of times like tipping your barista or your waiter or something, you know, because much like a waiter or a barista, I don't make a whole lot, and I do work pretty hard to give y'all guys quality content. So I really appreciate everything that y'all guys do for me. Hell yeah, brother, says Greg. Hell yeah, brother. Right on. How was your day? Asked Kathy Redwine. It was good, Kathy. It was kind of slower, which felt nice. Jonah, I hope you and everyone have a great Halloween tomorrow. Thank you, Jonah, and you too. Movies and chill. Thanks for the hug. I could use it. I could totally use it. Thomas says, fish gotta swim, birds gotta fly, just be what you are. Appreciate you, Thomas. I'm trying to, my friend. I'm trying to. Terry, what's up from Florida? Did the same thing, Terry. Just doing the life, you know? Thank you, guys. Adventure says, Dry Water says hello, Matt. Hey, Dry Water, how you doing, brother? I'm so glad for your support and encouragement, too. You're one of the many who, like, have made this a lot better out here. Pudding says Hebrews 13:6 NLT, so we can say with confidence, the Lord is my helper, so I will have no fear. What can mere people do to me? Hoorah. Right on. I like Psalms 23. I've had it memorized since I was about probably 16. That's the one that you hear at funerals and stuff. I also memorized the one from Pulp Fiction. I can't remember it right now. In Pulp Fiction, though, they don't quote it. It's not the actual Bible verse. So I memorized the actual Bible verse, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Ezekiel 17:25. That's why it was. Thus saith the Lord God, behold, because the Philistines have taken vengeance with a despiteful heart to destroy it for the old hatred. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, behold, I will stretch out mine hand upon the Philistines. I will cut off the Crithians and destroy the remnants of the seacoasts. And with great vengeance and furious rebukes, they shall know that I am the Lord, when I shall lay mine hand upon them. Ezekiel 25:17, Pulp Fiction. Yeah, is that some stuff or what, man? Normally I don't talk Bible and everything on here. There's so many loud people out there about it, you know? And so I try and be kind of quiet and just live through example, which I think is cool, you know? I accept everybody, though. In my life, I see that we're all different and we all have different beliefs and needs and interests. And I think that that's really cool. I think that's something that this channel here has demonstrated to me, is that no matter how crazy the world gets, there are still people out there that understand each other and understand that we're all different and we all have different needs. Because there are so many of us here that we all have different feelings and beliefs and politics and life experiences, and yet I get to see all of y'all beautiful people talking to each other and helping each other and encouraging each other, and I think that's pretty dang cool. Thank you, Chicken Master. Chicken Master, put in, oh, I'm pushing the wrong buttons. Put in $5 to the cause, guys. Let me get you a heart and a like. Chicken says, you need to do what I do and go to the gym and let your anger out there with the punching bags. It's Chicken, by the way. Yeah, Chicken. That's what I normally do. I started this whole Batman regiment, which I'll tell you has made me feel kind of confident in life. Because I didn't learn, like I learned like Batman, right? Batman he fights like 5-6 guys at a time, right? Normally it's guys. And yeah, so it's like you gotta have, it's not about the octagon, it's not about the boxing ring, right? Yeah, and for me, it's not about the violence that people do, right? I mean, I wish none of us ever had to fight. It'd be a perfect world if none of us ever had to fight, you know? And that ain't the truth. You know, the truth of the world is that there are dubious people, and in order to protect those we care about and stuff, we have to be able to take care of ourselves and handle ourselves, you know? Even in losing all the weight I've lost, that's one thing. I just always try and find the upside, right? It's like, I'm fast. I've always been fast, but like now I'm quick and I don't get tired easy either. But I miss the punching bag, Chicken Master. I miss it. Start getting things settled down a little bit and I'll get back to it, which will feel real nice. Glenn McDaniel. Hey, Glenn, thank you, brother. Threw in $5 for the cause, guys. Let me get you a heart and a like. Glenn says, proud of you, brother. You aren't a bum. I'm a recovering addict. Pills got me. I understand, Glenn. It was the alcohol that got me, brother. I did everything, done everything, and all. You know, loved everything. I just didn't want to feel like me. I was trying to just blur myself out. But it was alcohol that got me. I'm glad that you're all right, Glenn. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for being a support system, bro. Jonah, you have an amazing heart. Well, thank you, Jonah. I think that we all do. We just don't let it out a lot of times, you know? I know a lot of people here that do. Day good times long, says PDX Godfather. Love it, man. Awesome name. Say hello to my little friend. Talk about crazy, right? That dude had the crazy in spades. He's like, I'm not a worm like you. Yeah. It feels good to smoke with you. I mean, maybe not with you. You don't have to smoke. I'll smoke for us both. But it does. Just the realism, you know. I want to get some light on in here. Rebecca and Dean sent me these really cool lights. For some reason, I can't seem to remember to charge the daggum things. They're like rope lights, but they're inside of a light itself. Really cool. I try and do a promo for them on my show. If I ever get it edited, y'all guys will get to see. It's going to be the first big step tonight. I got to get to errands before it gets too late on me, though. Get that computer hooked up. There we go. See if how do I turn this on? There. That's better, isn't it? Oh, that's a little bit better. I'll take it. All right. Blake says, I grew up watching your family show. Hope you the best, man. You, your sisters and brothers, y'all are awesome and show living in the wild is a way of life and a way of freedom. Keep your head up. Godspeed. Thank you, Blake. Thank you, man. I'm so glad that I was able to be part of your life and everything. It's what's really cool about getting to hear from y'all guys now. Yeah, so I'm getting older and stuff too, you know. You would think a little bit wiser at the same time, but nah. And it's really good to hear from you. Like I said, just hear that I was a part of your life is really cool, Blake. Jim Jupiter, hello, Matt. Much love from Ohio. I've been praying for you. Thank you, Jim Jupiter. I could use it. I need the prayers, my friend. Thank you so much. Jay says, sup, Matt. I'm living, Jay. I'm trying to find direction in my life. You know what I mean? Direction is always good. Because so often in life we can get lost in what we're doing and not really know where we are or what's going on or how to fix things, you know? And so really I'm inwardly searching for that direction and purpose. At this very moment. I was disappointed at first that winter is coming because winter is so hard to cope with a lot of times. At the same time, though, winter, I'm a winter child. And so I gain a lot of strength and stuff from it. And ability, I think. I think I gain ability from it as well. It's like when it rains, some people get like sad and depressed and everything, but not me, because I grew up in a rainforest. So when it starts raining, I actually feel stronger and happier and more determined. Yeah. Greg Campbell, Dude, you should make a video making a plastic wrap house. Yeah, right on, man. Did you know plastic wrap is not cheap? I actually went and tried to get some here recently. That's like $200 a roll. Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, pushing buttons here, guys. I'm sorry. Or, I mean, I apologize. Do you know why it's important to say I apologize instead of I'm sorry if you're trying to put your life back together? The reason for that is because, like, when we get out of treatment or something, there are a lot of hurt feelings and a lot of bad situations. And when we say we're sorry, when something happens and we say we're sorry, we've said we're sorry so much that other people, they don't even hear it anymore. It just comes off like we're just going to do it again, right? But if we say I apologize and we really mean it, then that's something that they haven't heard before. And that hits a little bit deeper. And yeah, I just try and make sure that I don't build it up where I apologize also sounds poorly, you know? Thank you, Greg Campbell. Man, your perspective is amazing. That outlook should be in a book or something. I've been trying to write a book. It is, honestly, it's in a lot of books. I got my perspective. Am I back on? Thank you, nerds. Yep, it hit the mute button when it fell, guys. All right, Sleuth Fairy, thank you so much. Get your heart and a like. Sleuth Fairy says, living through example. Amen, brother. Hope to see all the positivity. You rock. Thank you. You rock. Movies and Chill. You rock. Let me drop down to the bottom, make sure that we're on again, guys. Cool. Thank you, nerds. Nerds, you are awesome, my friend. Hoorah. Hoorah. Nerds is one of our moderators out there, guys. Don't our moderators do amazing jobs? I call Nerds my Spartan warrior because she's really just intense sometimes, especially when it comes to the channel. And yeah, guarding the channel, looking out for me, looking out for y'all guys. All of our moderators are warriors. when I appointed them, I did it like the Romans used to do their leaders and stuff. In times of hardship, they would appoint certain people to take care of the realm, right? And that's what I did when I appointed moderators, and I appointed the ones that I knew would do it too. And yeah, so we've got some really good moderators here on this channel. Yeah. Nerds is a Spartan, though. Don't get her away. Don't F with her. Yeah. Rose Quartz. I love the name, Rose. That's so nice. Rose Quartz put in $5, guys. Says, I got you a heart and a like, Rose. Says, hey, I am new. Thanks for sharing your life. If you want to go live sometime, get in touch. Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, I do lives with friends sometimes. My friend, I want to roll through, make sure I'm not missing anybody, and then I'll drop down to the bottom. Thank you, John. Thank you for your continued support, my friend. John threw in $2, guys. Says, hey, Matt, have you ever been on an airplane? Oh, yeah. I've been on a lot of airplanes. Started out with like the little puddle jumpers back when I was a kid, you know, like the float planes and stuff. And then the show introduced me to actual airport travel. So like the big jets and stuff. I'll never forget the first time I took off because I always wanted to be a pilot. It looks like our dang chat stopped. No, people were still going. Cool. And yeah, just that feeling, that thrust being pushed back in the seat and that, oh, as it started lifting off. Yeah, it was so good. I love flying, actually. Should have joined the Air Force. I tell you the truth. I think I missed my calling not joining one of the military branches. I had thought recently about trying to join the National Guard would be cool. A promo came up on my screen, and it's not too late for National Guard work, right? So because there's a cutoff on most of it, you know. But I'm still young enough that I could get into the National Guard. I think that might be neat. But first, I gotta settle my life and figure out what direction I actually want to go in, you know. Okay, cool. Work Hard says, Matt, I think you're the best cast member on the show for being true to yourself and let your true self be seen. Thank you. I guess the truth is that I got tired of not being true. You know how it is. I guess some of us, for me, it's like being a vessel or like a pitcher or a glass or a bowl or something like that. And at some point, the untruth just overflows, and the only thing that can be done is to like face ourself and try and right things. Yeah, I guess. What's that, Rebecca? Matt, Bill is just going to send you to help for the jackets. Awesome, Rebecca. Okay, totally awesome. I still got to get into town and figure out what sizes and stuff. I will do that tomorrow, probably, when I'm in town for trick or treat. Thank you. And big thanks to Bill. We do a thing here, guys, where we try and help the less fortunate. It's not an easy thing to do. And, yeah, it's just not an easy thing to do. And a lot of y'all guys, y'all pitch in and make it possible, you know. Mildred, what are your plans for tomorrow? Do y'all plan on celebrating Halloween? I don't know about celebrating, but I am going to go in with Jamie and her girls and trick or treat. I'm kind of getting a little bit of a scratchy throat and stuff, so like I'm hoping I'm not getting sick. Sometimes that happens. When something happens that I want to do, I'll wind up getting a cold or something, and Jamie's girls just got over one, so I'm hoping I'm not getting it. If I am, I'll let them do it, and I'll go in like when I feel better, and then maybe take the girls out to like the park or something, because we like to go do stuff like that. You know, we'll go up to Chevron and buy a pop, and we walk around town, and then we go to the park, and just kind of hang out together. I spin them on the spinny thing and everything. That's kind of neat. They're a couple of the best people in my life, actually, are those girls. I've been able to spend a little over a year with them, getting to know them, and I am the first guy besides their granddad to be in their life. And so I've tried just to showcase what my version of a real man is, you know. Be right, be true, be honest, be strong, be a good protector, a good listener, sensitive, caring, compassionate. You know, when I was a kid, 8, I think, we went down to Texas so my little brother Gabe could be born. And I'd never met any of my family except my grandmother. Well, it's actually my great-grandma on my dad's side. She'd come up a few times and hung out. So we went down and met my great uncle. He was married in, actually. He was the husband of my aunt. Tough guy, bricklayer. What do you call him? A mason. Built the courthouse. I think it was Corpus Christi in Texas, the courthouse there. Or he did the rebuild or something. I don't remember exactly. He was a strong guy. And he was dying from cancer. He only had a couple days left. And I went in and met him. And we were in the living room. He was in his bedroom, and he was already bedridden, right? So, like, he couldn't get up or walk or stand or anything. And he didn't want he was a tough guy, right? He didn't want anybody to see him like that, especially a couple of kids that he cared about. And he never had kids of his own or anything. I can relate to that. I think he wanted to pass something on and didn't really know what. And I'm standing there in the living room, and all of a sudden this old guy walks in. Really bad shape. And like I said, he wasn't able to walk anymore. But he got up and he walked in the living room. I think he wanted to say, "I love you," because he kept trying to say something, right? But he couldn't do it. He was from that generation that couldn't say it, right? So instead, he shook my hand. He said, "Matt, be a man." And he walked back into his bedroom and, checked out. Did like we all got to do on these days. And that sat with me for a long time. I think it still sits with me. There weren't any instructions, unless you count Led Zeppelin. Remember, in the days of my youth, I was told what it means to be a man. Good times, bad times, I had my share. Yeah. I've spent a lot of time lately reflecting on my life, so I apologize for, you don't need to worry about me. It's not like I'm in a bad place or anything. I think it's natural for all of us to have those feelings, and reflect on life. I think I'm simply in a place in my life right now. It's kind of like a transition, in other cultures and stuff, they have passages, the rites of passage from boyhood to manhood and from girlhood to womanhood and stuff, right? And it's a time with a celebration and a community where they know that the old chapter is over and the new chapter has begun, and they accept that and move towards it because it's there, right? But in our modern time and civilization, I don't think that we have as many of those, especially as we get a little bit older, a little bit further on in life. Like when we're kids, we've got graduations and stuff and college and all. But I don't think that we have those once we get on further in life. I think it's important to recognize when we're reaching those points of passage and to accept them and try and figure out what that means, I think a large part of that comes from reflection, self-reflection and reflection on the world and those around us and stuff. I think. But like I said, you don't need to worry about me or anything. I'm doing really well. It's mainly because of y'all guys. You've helped me so very much. Yeah. I gotta go pretty soon. I don't want to. I'd rather just sit here and hang out with you. But I don't want to be sitting here in this parking lot for hours. And there are neighbors over there on the side, And so I want to be respectful. It was a pretty good day, though. They got some cupcakes. Jamie sent me out with some cupcakes, Halloween cupcakes, so that's going to be nice. I get to Aaron, so I'm going to dig into those. I'll give him and his lady a couple. And, yeah, what's for dinner? Cupcakes. Dang cigarettes, they just don't stay lit. What's that, Mildred? Are you dressing up? I don't know. I was planning on it. Honestly, I'm not that into it this season. I normally dress up like a psychopath or something. You know, I like to say this the one time a year I can be totally insane and not get locked up and all. And I don't know. This year, I think I just want to be Matt. You know, I've wanted to be somebody else most of my life. And now I think that I just want to be Matt, you know. I'm always reminded, though, of Wednesday Addams. I told Jamie this the other night. Remember the original Wednesday, Christina Ricci? And I forget which one it was. It might have been the second Addams Family, where the teacher lady or something, she asked her what she's supposed to be because she doesn't have a costume. And she's like, I'm a homicidal maniac. They look like everyone else. And I just think that's great. I've used that line since I was like 12 years old. When I don't dress up. Olive Juice, that's an awesome name. Hey, Matt, I watched Bear the other night. That's awesome. He's got a great channel, doesn't he? Ryan, are you going trick-or-treating? I'm trying. I'm thinking about it, my friend. Muffy, that's awesome. Okay, talking to little dude. All right. I'm scrolling down, guys. I'm going to try and get current with you. Peter L., your lucky day says, are you resentful for not making more cash from the show, or was it a blessing? Peter, I used to be resentful. I was filled with resent, and then I got tired of it, and I had to let it go. I had to just do acceptance and forgiveness. They say that resentment and hate and all other negative emotions are like drinking a poison and expecting it to kill the other person. And that's where I was with it. Then there are things in this world we can't change and sometimes just have to accept. And that's what I did. For my own self, I just accepted it. And I learned how to move forward. I'm using the education that I gained through it all to do this, though. And this is something that I truly love because I'm my own producer, my own director. You know, I get to actually see the audience here with y'all guys, get to know you, you know, and it really helps while I'm looking in that camera lens out there doing whatever it is we're doing. It's a good question, though, Peter. Thank you. Larry, when you going camping again? And I'm a Mason. No kidding, Larry. Pretty soon. I just got back from camping, actually. I've got footage that I need to get edited and released. I lost my laptop, which lost the ability to put stuff out. And so I'm now just trying to get back on my feet again. Plus, also, I need to figure out what I want to do for myself in life, you know? Dang, these dang cigarettes. I tell you, I think that they're in cahoots with the Lighter Corporation. I don't even worry about quitting anymore. I try and cut down. I think that in life there are so few things that are actually enjoyable, and I enjoy a cigarette. So I'm not telling you to smoke. In fact, don't smoke. Quit smoking if you do smoke. Never start if you haven't. You know, but mainly just do whatever is good for you, is what I always say. I try and not use you statements, but yeah, whatever you want to do it. You know, none of us get out of life alive, and none of us are guaranteed anything. You know, you never know when you're just going to turn around and the whole world's going to change. Look what happened to the dinosaurs. You know, millions of years, everything was great. And then one day, everything just changed. And Yeah, I feel like a dinosaur sometimes. Yeah, it's more and more, honestly. Jesse, please stop all the smoking. Yeah, Jesse, I think I just covered that. But you don't have to watch, Jesse. If you don't like the content, if you don't like the channel, you don't have to be here. I appreciate you being here. I want you to be here. I like to get to know you and everything. And I like that you like this channel and all. But at the same time, if it's not for you, I understand that too. Because this is my world and this is just how I am, you know? And at some point, I think it's nice if we just accept others for who and how they are. I'm sorry if it triggers you. If it triggers you personally and you're not talking about other people and stuff, I apologize for that. Deeply and truly, my friend. At the same time, though, we're all different. And I think we need to accept that different people live different ways and stuff, you know? Sasha, how you doing, Sasha? It's been a minute. Talking to Ashley, cool. Todd, hoorah, Todd. James plays smoking with me. Kathy. All right, bye, Laura. Anita. It can take years to quit smoking cigs. No kidding. Yeah. Okay. I shouldn't have started that conversation. Does you ever instantly regret? It's instant regret. I gotta go. I'm wanting to go trick-or-treating tomorrow. I think that'd be cool. But I think, more than anything, I just want to hang out with Jamie and her girls. I think is what it really is. Because trick-or-treat doesn't really mean much to me anymore. Like I said, I like getting to dress up and all. But really, when it comes right down to it, I just want to hang out with Jamie and her girls and see them have fun and smile and frolic and eat candy and get silly and all that stuff, Bye, Ellis. Not R. Kelly. Do you talk to your family at all without bringing up anything? Not really, no. We've gone our separate ways, which is good. Most of them have their own families and stuff now. And so that's good, And plus, I kind of like being on my own. I talk about, having others and stuff a lot. I like being kind of in charge of my own thing and everything. I see him around town and stuff, and that's cool. We'll stop and talk every now and then when I see him around. The creator, hey creator, long time. Let me get you hard and like. Creator dropped in. Oh, I'm pushing the wrong buttons. Dropped in $5 for the mission, guys. Says cigarette smoke smell always makes me nostalgic. When I was a kid, my dad had a single cab and he was always smoking. Good memories. Right on, creator. Yeah, my dad too. He smoked the Marb 100s. Yeah. Laughter is the best medicine and it's free. All the best, Matt, says Pablo. Thank you, Pablo. Oh, is Nerds having pizza? Oh, that sounds good. Bye, Nerds. Thank you for being here, my friend. Hey, brother. God bless from Texas. Thank you, Justin. Dee Dream. I had a lot of fun dressed up as Elvira. Oh, I'll bet. Yeah, I remember Elvira. Left-handed cigarettes. Says Cicely, right on. I don't know your dad smokes, says Joanne. Yeah, no, not many people did from the show. Shout out to, oops, where is that? To Megan Moore, please, Matt. Shout out Megan Moore. How you doing, my friend? I hope you're doing well. This one goes out to you. Hoorah. Ashley, he's laughing about the left-handed cigarettes. Yep, yep. Brenda Damani, remember my grumps sitting at the table. Oh, my Gramps sitting at the table smoking his Lucky Strikes. Still greatest man I ever knew. Right on, my friend. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't do medication to I don't believe in medication to fix things. I think that hard work and just hard work is probably the best bet in a lot of things. A lot of the modern medications too. See, I want the algorithm to flag me. When they do an experimental study back in the day, they used to be like, well, what do I want to make? I want to make an antacid. Okay, let's see how we can make an antacid. And they'd go about making an antacid. And they would do trial periods and stuff and all this. And it took a long time and it was really hard. Well, nowadays they think to themselves, I want to make an antacid. So they go into making an antacid, but it doesn't work. That has side effects. And one of the side effects helps, let's say, schizophrenia, right? And so instead of scrapping it as a failure, they market it as a schizophrenic drug. And that to me is like some of the most slap happy stuff I've ever heard in my life, because it also has other side effects. They just market it for the most current one. And yeah, I don't know. I just believe that sure, there's some stuff we need medication for, right? I mean, insulin is great. But then I think that we just try so much. Like if a person is unhappy, right? We don't need a drug to make us happy. And trust me, I tried that a lot in my life, right? I don't care where we're getting the drug, right? I'm probably going to get flagged for this. Change the things that make me unhappy is what I learned to do. Because this ain't a loony bin. We ain't walking around in slippers, right? We got choice and freedom of choice and free will and all kinds of different things. And I just feel that the best way to address what makes us sad or unhappy or whatever the issue is through better understanding of ourselves and what we're doing in life. Lots of times unhappiness comes from either doing something that we shouldn't be doing, or from not doing something that we should be doing. Whether that's sacrificing our lives and our time for others that aren't appreciative, or a whole plethora of different reasons to be unhappy, And if we're unhappy, I think that just sitting down and figuring out why and what we can do about it's the best move. Because it's easier to just take something, right? But the easy way is hardly ever, in my opinion, the right way. Sometimes the only answer is hard work and dedication and self-knowledge and growth. I don't want to go on and on and on about it, but these are things I think about a lot. I've been doing this thing here with y'all guys for a very long time, and it's all I do. When y'all guys say something that I don't know, I research it. I spend 4 and 8 hours sometimes a day studying things I don't know, so when I get on here I can give you an honest opinion. I'm not a physician. I have no labels or paper behind my name. I have no credentials or documents. I'm just talking to you from my own experience as one individual. I gotta go. I don't want to go. I'd like to just stay here with you. Can I just stay here with you? Can I sleep on your couch? I got a nice place to go to right now. Between here and Orville, I got 2 nice places with 2 really great people who are helping support me while I try and help get myself back, It's just the tech stuff. It's the tech. Everything fell apart. I just got to get my editors and stuff back together, And figure out what I want to do, honestly. That's the hardest part in life, I think. Figuring out what we really want, you know? Yeah. It's getting cold in this car, though. Which means it's getting really cold out there. I think I'll have one more cigarette. And I might even turn on the heater real quick. If you guys don't mind. Listen to that thing start up. And the police know what they're doing. This is an old police interceptor, guys. So it's like, yeah, it's a really nice ride. The heater works good. Man, it handles so well out there on the road. Yeah, I'm very, very proud of it. I'm very, very happy for it. And the guy that owned it for a long time, he's a mechanic, and he loved it. He still loves it. In fact, if I ever write a will, I'm probably going to will it back to him because he took such good care of it. And it really shows the way the dang thing drives and all. My only unfortunate is that I can't drive 2 rigs at once, or I drive my truck and my Interceptor at the same time. Chris, is this the guy from the Alaskan show? Yes, Chris. Yeah, a long time ago, bro. Are you still living in your trailer? No, my friend. I've kind of donated the trailer to somebody who's trying to get off the streets, doesn't have anywhere to live. It's cold outside and people freeze. And just trying to help. I can live in the cold better than some people. And see, I prepared for it too. So it'll be all right. It's gonna be all right. You know, I'd like a cup of coffee. I like my coffee. Anita says, I was always torn between bad music and college. Knew I would have to work full time someday. But nowhere, didn't have a car when I left home at 17 and stayed with sister in Texas to go to college. All right, Anita. That's a heck of a journey in life, isn't it? I stayed home to take care of my family. Long, complicated story. You know, if I had it to do over again, I probably would have joined the Marines. Started to when I was 22, I think, 22, 23. I don't know, you know, it sounded admirable at the time to stay home and try and make things work. And all in all, it worked out. You know, I don't regret anything. Regret, it doesn't do anything, you know, except bring us down and make us sad. So there's no need for it. Nadjar, thank you, bro. I appreciate you so much. Nadjar threw in $5 for the cause. Guy says, keep up the rock awesomeness. In guns. That means never give up, never surrender, guys. Hoorah, Nadjar. Thank you so much. You know it, my friend. You know it. There's no other choice, you know? J35U51. I think that spells Jesus, doesn't it? Matt, always remember that Jesus is king, brother. Right on, man. Right on. I like to think of him as just my bro, too. You know, he rides shotgun. I don't have anybody else in the shotgun seat. So it's just the way it is. Manny Dunlap, what's up, Matt? Everything, my friend, everything is good. Just moving forward, you know? Good night, Patriot. All right, I better go. Yeah. I don't want to get to errands too late. It's already 6:40 right now. Miss y'all guys. Try and do a live tomorrow, let you know what's going on and where I am. We're gonna have some adventures. We're gonna figure it out. I'm gonna get this laptop fixed and everything's gonna work. Thank you for being there. Thank you for everything you've done. Thank you for all of your support. Never give up, never surrender. Remember, trust in yourself. You know what you're doing. All right, life has taught us all. Bye guys.